So you're wondering about the new BitRate firmware update on the DJI Action 5. Let's do the daytime comparison, baby. Yo, traveling on back with another video, and as promised, I'm gonna provide a daytime comparison, but we're kind of fighting the losing of the light situation. But let's go out and do this. I will post all the settings at each of the comparisons.
Okay, so I am going to chime in here after the fact. This is a standard versus high bit rate. I do not have it on a gimbal this time around. I probably should have, but I will do a gimbal a little bit later, and I will do quadruple shutter, but minus the micro jitters. We're just trying to figure out if the high bit rate is noticeable in the daytime. What do you all think? I mean, just looking at my face, I feel like, yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe it looks better on the high bit rate versus the standard bit rate, but I will have another sample here. I don't know. This is kind of tough. What do you all think here?
Okay, so this is standard bit rate. We'll look at a couple of examples here on the colors. How's that looking? Now we'll go to the high bit rate. Okay, this is the high bit rate now. How is the clarity and the shadows and detail look?
Okay, so let's look at a side-by-side comparison. I definitely feel like it looks better on the high bit rate, just like the evening time that I did in my last video. It definitely is a bit punchier, colors look more vibrant. So here we have the normal color profile between the standard and high. So there was some complaints about the HDR being too powerful on the pre-firmware version. Unfortunately, I don't have a pre-firmware version example here, but I did do the standard bit rate versus the high bit rate, and I feel like the normal color profile is performing pretty well. Let's take a look at when we do more of a selfie mode here. Yeah, I mean, sure, I'm sure the high bit rate looks a bit better in terms of punchier colors, but it doesn't look too bad. So here we've got the motion blur versus the quadruple the shutter speed, and yeah, I wanted to throw this in kind of like as a little bonus because we've been looking at this perfect motion blur without a gimbal, and it definitely is showing those micro jitters. And this is why I try to encourage you all to use 4 times your shutter speed base minimum when you're doing manual. That way you are not gonna have those micro jitters. As you can see, that 4 times shutter is so key to all of this. So yeah, I think it looks good. Here we've got a little bit of bonus footage, so enjoy.
Yeah, I think one of the most important things is to not only do a comparison, but also kind of walk around and give you all kind of a better idea of what you're gonna what kind of looks you're gonna get as we go through different environments, and get a better understanding of how the camera is going to do. So I wanted to let you all know, and full disclosure, that I do have this on a gimbal, the Hohem iSteady 4. Now you might notice that it is a little bit different than the other footage, because I was using all the other comparisons was without the gimbal. I was doing everything with just a monopod stick. But now I am on the iSteady 4 Pro. I bought this a few years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Really didn't use it that much. I bought it with the Action 2 thinking I would be able to get it to work with the Action 2, and it was tough to get it to work. Yes, it did work with the Action 2, but it took some finagling to do. But now having this more traditional Action form factor with the Action 3, 4, and 5, the iSteady 4 is coming up clutch for me. I do have this ND8 filter still on. I would usually normally bring the EV setting to -0.3 or -0.7, but with the ND8 filter, that kind of offsets the exposure value. So I do have this just with the ND8, with the EV at 0. Anyways, how are you all doing? I kind of haven't done a walk and talk type of video for a while, so it's kind of nice. It is definitely kind of nice. See, let's kind of just think about a few things we could talk about. If you are a sports fan, particularly of the basketball, you know that the NBA season just began last night. And sorry if this is going to be a spoiler alert. You might want to turn this off if you haven't seen the game last night. But the Los Angeles Lakers debuted the first father-son combo of being on the court at the same time. And Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. came to kind of honor that because they were baseball players. And he and his dad played at the same time. So LBJ, otherwise known as King James, had Bronny James play with him. And it certainly was once, it's never happened in the NBA before. Certainly father and sons have both played. For example, Steph Curry's father was a very good sharpshooter back in the day, back in the 80s, Del Curry. But this is the first time that father and son were on the court at the same time. Granted, let me turn this around. A lot of skeptics don't believe Bronny James deserved the second round pick. But you know what? I have differing thoughts. I mean, part of me feels bad that someone was robbed the opportunity to have a legit opportunity to be in the NBA. But yet at the same time, this is a unprecedented moment. And LeBron definitely helped carry the NBA over the last, goodness, like 20 years or so. Yeah, so there needed to be, I guess, some catering to him. Anyways, enough of the sports. We don't need to talk about sports anymore. What else? Yeah, well, there is the elections that are transpiring in the United States. I don't know exactly when the actual election is going to transpire, but I was just talking to a few guys today, and yeah, I think the whole worry is just not knowing, like, after the election, how long is it going to take to verify the ballots, the votes? How long is it going to take for either Republican or Democrat candidate Kamala Harris or Donald Trump to accept defeat? So, oh man, politics, such a polarizing topic. Who would have known? Like, I mean, politics really took kind of the front of attention for, I think, the advent of social media, and the polarizing candidate that Donald Trump was really sparked a lot of interest and also vitriol. But we don't have to talk about politics. Sadly, it is a divisive topic that, you know, isn't so fun to go down. What else? Oh yeah, I'm not sure when I'm gonna post this, but I went to the opening, which I've never done before, but I went to the opening of a brand new restaurant called Jimmy John's. Some of you will know it because you're familiar with it in the States, but they opened a new restaurant in Gangnam. I might show some B-roll of that. I'm not sure when I'll get that video out. I guess I should try to get it out soon since it just debuted today. But yeah, it was definitely reminiscent of having a Jimmy John's sandwich. The bread was definitely spot on, but the only thing is I think a lot of people, at least from the States, aren't going to like if they come and eat it here, is that the portions are definitely, what would you say, Korean friendly. much smaller. And I ordered like a turkey sandwich, and there was like 2 pieces of turkey, so a little bit skimp on the portion. But I also brought my little going out to eat hack, and I bought my eggs. That way I can make sure I always get protein. Oh, I met another YouTuber named Georgia Boy was his YouTube name, but it was kind of cool to meet him. We were at Jimmy John's at the same time, and that was cool. We subscribed to each other, exchanged our information, and he has posted less videos than I have, and yet he is he's got nearly 20 times the subscribers that I have. So good on him. I asked like what was one of the secrets, and I guess he posts a lot on YouTube Shorts. So he does have long form videos as well. But yeah, I was really impressed. That's awesome that he did that. Oh, I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that big mountain in the background? That mountain is a mountain that my wife and I climbed many years ago, and it was really fun. It's a pretty sizable mountain. You don't see the peak of it from the point I showed, but oh, look at this. I don't know if you can see this, but do you see those cranes? That whole area was technically a landfill. And then we came here 4 years ago to this area, and they have since finally started the construction of these new really tall apartment buildings. So that's going to really be nice. It's going to really make this area a lot more family friendly. Oh, speaking of family friendly, check out these smoking zones. I love it. Not that I love smoking, but I love the fact that they are putting designated smoking areas that basically politely ask smokers here in Korea, whoa, what is an ATV doing here? Is this even legal? That's so weird. That's cool. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, smoking is starting to become more of a, you know what, do I need to take this ND filter off? I don't know. We'll keep it on. But smoking has become more and more like not as accepted in Korea, fortunately. But I think you're technically not allowed to smoke and walk at the same time. There's actually a fine attached to it, but I've never seen anyone get a ticket for walking and smoking, but it's very rude. But I like the fact that they put those smoking zones in. And here you're gonna see these all these little exercise areas sprung all throughout the city of Seoul, and I'm sure other cities in Korea. And it's just a really great way for Korea to encourage its citizens to exercise, and it's a free way too. You know, you don't have to belong to a community gym, although they do have community gyms for elderly people and they give them a discount, which is awesome. But yeah, I really love that about Korea. There's lots of places to exercise for free, although it's gonna start getting cold and probably see less people exercising. Oh yeah, check this out. So this is a very like not super fancy looking restaurant. It's called Q's Home, but this place is bomb. It is awesome. There's only like 4 tables, and generally you have to set up an appointment. You can walk in, but the cook is just one person in there, and he does all the cooking, and it's awesome. He's really good at it. Yeah, I think the genre is like Italian. He cooks like Italian stuff like pastas, and he has a brick oven in there for pizza. And my wife and I have gone there a few times, also along with a friend named Joan, so that was kind of cool. Definitely miss her. But anyways, yeah, this is a nice evening walk. Look at all the people just enjoying the nice autumn weather. So nice, I love it. Oh yeah, there's a ping pong place to play ping pong. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take you all over. I'm gonna veer right over here. I think that's one of the cool things about living in a big city, is that you're gonna have so many different restaurant choices. I just got done meeting with a couple of guys from my church, and they are big foodies. Both of them are Korean American, but both of them have been in Korea for like 17, 18, 19 years. And it's funny listening to those two talk because they know the food scene so well. And yeah, there's a lot of, just being in a big metropolitan city, you have a lot of different choices to eat. That is so funny. All those cranes there, that used to be completely barren. It's funny to see those buildings there now. It's a little jarring, to be honest with you. But yeah, let me show you this place. I've taken friends here in the past. This is called Donkey Donkey Tonkatsu. They've been around since 1981. When a restaurant in Seoul has been established for that long, I mean, come on, you know that it is legit. And yeah, there's like another, like a tofu place that's near our house that's been around since the 80s as well. And yeah, it's pretty legit. I definitely find myself appealing more. I guess I'm old and it's just built in my taste buds, but I like the old school Korean food. A lot of this new like fusion hybrid stuff, yeah, I'm not into as much. But yeah, that was kind of cool to take you all over here. Anyways, oh, look at this. This is so cute. Like these school buses will, they're made just for little kids, and then they have, well, I guess, I mean, this is like America too, but it's just really cute because the buses are small, and usually a parent will come meet the kids at the bus stop. It's really cute. Oh yeah, this whole area is going to be amazing to see. Oh, here is I mean, this isn't new, but it's been around. It used to be a different bakery, but this is a new company came in, Boulangerie La Pain. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they're pretty legit. My wife took a friend from our church over here. Ooh, that's cool. That's a electric motorcycle or an electric scooter. Yeah, I keep on forgetting that they call scooters this is a scooter in Korea, and a kickboard is what I have. It's a electric powered kickboard, but I tend to call those scooters. I think we call those scooters in the States. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end this walk and talk, but yeah, it was fun just to take you along with me. Hopefully this ND8 filter didn't make everything too dark. In the meantime, y'all, thank you so much for checking out the channel. God bless. Peace. Yeah, so there it is. Yeah, I have to say, it was pretty legit. Definitely had the integrity of the bread. And yeah, this was like my first time experience ever doing something like this. So it was pretty fun.